Hi, I'm Maria Forrest, owner of Forrest Pilates Studio in Miami, and here's Lily with us today. We're going to work out on the reformer, and we're going to start with some footwork on side lying on the reformer. So we're going to go ahead and put your headrest down, and when you're doing legs, you want to do anywhere from 3 to 5 springs. So remember, the lighter the spring, the more core you're going to work. The heavier the spring, the more legs you're going to work. So we're going to go ahead and roll onto our sides. You're going to put your hand through or your shoulder through the headrest and fold your arm. So you don't want to prop your head up like so. You want to go ahead and lie on your forearm. So the bottom leg is going to go underneath the foot bar, heel on the corner, and you're going to create that little space underneath. So pull the rib up a little bit, create that little house for a mouse. So make sure the knee and the toes are facing forward and the hip. Bottom leg is lengthened out and lifted up towards the foot bar. Ready? So slide the shoulder blades down, tummy in, take a deep breath. Exhale as you push through that heel. Good. Inhale as you come in, and then exhale as you lengthen. So you're really lengthening out through that bottom leg, lifting that bottom leg up towards the foot bar, keeping that little house for a mouse, and making sure that that top hip is right above the bottom hip. So you're lengthening, trying to find that length out through that heel. See if you can feel that connection in the front and the back of that leg, on the top leg. So relax your shoulders, reach out through the crown, reach out through both legs, bottom leg lifted up towards the foot bar. Last 3. Make the movement flow with the breath, nice and slow. And then you're going to do little pulses at the end. Do at least 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then lengthen out through that top heel. And then bring it in. So on the same side, you're going to go ahead and now turn the toes and the knees up towards the ceiling, but your hips are still facing forward. So if you open too much, the hip will want to open up. So don't do that. Make sure both hips are facing forward. Knee and toes are as high as they can be without compromising neutral hips, meaning the hips facing forward. So engage your abs and do your little house for a mouse, which is that little space right underneath the ribs. Bottom leg lengthened and up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath. Ready? Exhale. Lengthen out. So it's inhale as you come in. Exhale as you lengthen. Relax the shoulders. Last 2. Keep that bottom leg lifted up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to do little pulses. Ready? That's 10. And lengthen on that last one. And bring the carriage in. So now we're going to go ahead and push yourselves up using your hands, and then you're going to roll on to the other side. Make sure your arm and your shoulder are through the shoulder rest. Fold the arm. And you're going to put the heel on that corner of the foot bar. Make sure you create that little house for a mouse, tummy in. Use your hand on either on the mat or on the shoulder rest. Bottom leg lifted and engaged. Ready? Exhale as you lengthen out through that top heel. Last one, you're going to lengthen through that top leg, reach. Good. And little 10 pulses. And lengthen. And bring the carriage in. All right, so we're going to turn that leg out, toes and knees up towards the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders, bottom leg lengthen and lift it up. Engage your abdominals. Take a deep breath. Ready? Exhale as you push out through that heel. So make sure both hips are facing forward, even though your knee and your toes are somewhat aiming towards the ceiling. Good. And this is 8. Let's do 2 more. So make the movement flow with your breath. So it's inhale as you come in, exhale, lengthen, and now 10 little pulses at the end. And lengthen, 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 and bring it in. So now we're going to go ahead and roll onto our backs. Now that our legs, hips, abs are warm, we're going to go a little deeper into the core. Actually, let's go ahead and change the springs to, if you want to focus on core, I'd go a little lighter. So we're just going to use either a yellow or a blue if you're using this kind of equipment. So you want to go low and basically 1 spring. So you can put the headrest up. I tend to keep the headrest down because I want your head to be in alignment with the rest of your spine. But if you feel like your chin is tilting back, then you definitely want to go ahead and put the headrest up a little bit. So we're going to start at tabletop, arms above the chest. Well, before we start, first thing, you got to make sure that tailbone is pressed against the mat and that the ribs are in. So I want you to slide the shoulder blades down, reach out through the fingertips, take another deep breath in. Ready, exhale, we're going to go straight into bowing. Good, inhale as you come down, and then exhale as you come up. So right away, be conscious to see whether or not you're curling under when you create the bow, because it's very common for people to bow and then curl under. So make sure the tailbone is pressed against the mat when you're bowing. Inhale as you come down. Keep those shoulder blades slid down the back. Good. Last 2. And last 1. We're going to hold it up, adjust, slide the shoulder blades down, reach a little higher. When you're ready, you're going to bring 1 leg in, 1 leg out. And when you're ready, you're going to straighten the legs and go into scissors. Last 2. And then bring the knees in, give them a hug, and catch your breath. So you can always rest in between exercises, or you can keep going. Your heart rate's going to go a little faster if you rest less in between, but really it's all about quality, not quantity. So if you want to get the best out of each exercise, you may want to take those few seconds in between to get yourself together so you can really focus on form. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to break down the puppet. So you're going to take a deep breath, arms above the chest, tabletop with the legs. Make sure that tailbone is down, that the ribs are in and the shoulders are slid down the back. Take a deep breath, exhale, peel the spine, go into bow. Find a really nice spot in the bow. Extend the legs out to 45. Open and close for 8. And now we're going to add the arms. Nice and slow. Activate those legs. Lengthen through those legs. The more active you have those legs, the more you can lengthen out through those legs, the deeper you're going to go into your core. Last 3. And bring the knees in, bend the elbows, catch your breath. You can go ahead and bring the knees to the left, back to center, and then to the right. All right, so we're going to do coordination. So coordination, you're going to start with your legs at tabletop and your arms at 90, meaning that your hands are above the elbows, elbows are close to the mat. Before you start, take a deep breath. Ready, exhale as you lengthen, open both, close both, and bring it back in. Ready, and lengthen. This time we're going to keep our heads up. Exhaling when the knees come in. So bring those arms back to starting position. Good, last 3. 2. Last 1. And rest, catch your breath. Again, bring the knees to the right, bring the knees to the left, and catch your breath. All right, so we're going to superset the next one. Since we're warm now, we're going to go ahead and go from bringing the legs starting at 90 to 45. So you're going to add the bow with moving the legs from 90 to 45. So we'll start at tabletop, arms above the chest. Find your form, slide the shoulder blades down, tabletop, and make sure that tailbone is down. And then you're going to extend the legs out to 45. Again, make sure that the hips are nice and firm on the mat. Ready? Exhale. As you peel the spine, go into a bow, move the legs to 45. Reaching out through those legs, squeezing the inner thighs, going a little deeper into your core by activating and lengthening through the legs, lengthening through the arms. Good, last 2. Hold it up, hold it up. Hi, I'm Maria Forrest, owner of Forrest Pilates Studio in Miami, and here's Lily with us today. We're going to work out on the reformer, and we're going to start with some footwork on side lying on the reformer. So we're going to go ahead and put your headrest down, and when you're doing legs, you want to do anywhere from 3 to 5 springs. So remember, the lighter the spring, and catch your breath. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do just 2 more, and then we're going to switch to a little bit more strengthening exercise, total body. So we'll go ahead and we'll start at tabletop, and we'll start with the arms out to the sides, angel arms. So you're going to reach out through the fingertips, sliding the shoulder blades down, pressing the shoulders and tailbone down into the mat and the back of those ribs. So your ribs are in. You're going to take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to lengthen. You're going to go into a bow, lengthen the legs out to 45. Good. Inhale as you come back in. Deep breath. Ready, exhale up. Deep breath. And exhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Activate the legs. Good. Last 2. We're just going to hold it up on that last one. Ready? Deep breath. And hold it up. One leg in, one leg out. And then you're going to leave the legs out at 45 and just the arms. Don't go too low with the legs. You want to feel this in your abs, not your back. So lengthen out through the legs, pull the tummy in, anywhere between 90, 45. Last 2. And bring the knees in, give them a hug, and catch your breath. All right, last one. We're going to do the classical 100. So remember, all of these exercises, you can bring them down a notch. You can keep the head down if you want to make it easier. Or you can bring the legs to tabletop to make it easier. For this series, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit more advanced, so we'll go ahead and extend the legs out to 45. But you can always bring the legs in to make it easier. So we're going to start at tabletop. Ready? Arms above the chest. Slide the shoulder blades down. Take a deep breath. Ready? Exhale. Peel the spine. Reach out through the legs. You're going to pulse the arms. You're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. So it's in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2, hang in there. And bring the knees in, give them a hug, and catch your breath. All right, so we're going to add some obliques to this series. Now that our abs are really warm, go ahead and bring the carriage in. We're going to hold both straps or fuzzies with both hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our shoulder blades are not touching the shoulder pads. So make sure that you've got a little bit of space there so there's no friction when you're coming up and down. So we're going to go ahead and do tabletop with the legs. We're going to tilt the knees to the right. Again, slide the shoulder blades down. Make sure the tailbone is pressed against the mat and the ribs. You're imprinting everything into the mat. Take another deep breath in. Ready? As you exhale, you're going to go ahead and bow to the left. 1. Inhale down. And exhale 2. Nice and slow. 3. So now what I want you to do is when you come up, I want you to bring those knees in. 6. 2 more. Bring those knees in and exhale all the air out. Bow as high as you can. Last one. We're going to hold it up. Bring the knees in for 10. And rest. Good job. Catch your breath. And take at least 2 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and do tabletop with the legs. Tilt the knees to the left. Slide the shoulder blades down. Make sure you got a nice grip on both fuzzies or straps. Take a deep breath in. Ready? Exhale. And bow to the right. Inhale as you come down. Deep breath. And exhale. And make sure to bring those knees in. And exhale out. Last 2. Good. Last one. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Find that bow and then bring those knees in for 10. Nice. And catch your breath. So let's go ahead and put the fuzzies or the straps on the posts next to your ears. And let's just take 2 or 3 deep breaths here. Just to bring some more energy to the body. So we're going to go ahead and roll onto the side. You're going to use your hands to push yourselves up. And we're going to sit. We're going to go ahead and grab our boxes. And we're going to do a little bit more of a series for your legs, for your glutes, hamstrings. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put long box. Make sure your footrest is down. We're going to go ahead and do 1 red or 1 spring. So we're going to work legs here. So go ahead and bring your footrest down. So what I like to do is, if I'm doing this with clients, I like to put the straps on them first. So you're going to go ahead and lay on your tummy, facing the other direction. So you want your feet towards the straps. We're going to go ahead and put these on your feet. So you can do this on your own, but I don't recommend it. If you have someone to spot you, it makes it easier. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to wrap your arms around the box, and I want you to drop your head all the way. So first thing I want you to do is create that little space underneath the belly button so that your hips are lifted. You're pressing your pubic bone and your quads into the mat. So all I want you to do is relax the shoulders, take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to bring the heels towards the tush. Good. Inhale. As you release, try not to release all the way where the carriage hits the end. You just want to, that's it. So inhale as you come, as you release, exhale as you pull. You got one more. And I want you to hold it there. Hold it in. Feel the tension on the legs. And then let it go. Catch your breath. So now we're going to release, just relax the left leg, but don't relax it so much where you drop the fuzzy. We're going to just work on that right leg. So slide the shoulder blades down. What I recommend is to switch the arms now. So if you had the right arm on top, now you're going to have the left one on top. So just with the right leg, you're going to bring the heel towards the tush without lifting the hips off. And you're dropping the head, letting the head relax. The back of the neck relax. Pressing the pubic bone in the quad, lifting the belly button up. Last two, should be burning by now. And let it go. Go ahead and switch to the other leg. Let the right leg rest, but not enough where the fuzzy falls off or the strap. Slide the shoulder blades down again. Go ahead and pull the ribs in, belly button up, pubic bone and quads pressed towards the mat. Ready? Exhale as you pull that heel towards the tush. Last two. And rest, catch your breath. Let's go ahead and put the knees together and the ankles apart. Relax the shoulders. And let's switch the arms again. Again, let your head rest. It's hard for some people to let their head rest, but you want to go ahead and make sure that the head's just hanging there. So go ahead and pull the belly button away from the mat. Press the pubic bone in the quads, keeping the knees together and the heels apart. Ready? Take another deep breath in. Exhale as you pull the heels in. Making the movement flow with your breath. Be conscious of the breath so the movement is nice and slow, nice and deep with the breath. And bring it in, hold it there, let it burn. Last 5, hold it, 4, 3, 2, and then rest. So without letting the fuzzies fall, you're going to extend your legs. You're going to put your hands on the wooden sides of your reformer. You're going to go ahead and lift the chest up. But when you do this exercise, I want you to make sure that you're still lifting the belly button up so you don't hyperextend the back. You're going to extend the legs, and let's do that again. Ready? Deep breath, exhale, up. Good. Inhale down, and exhale up. So try not to hyperextend in the lower back. So basically the hips and shoulders are in one line when you're coming up. There's no arch in the lower back. Last 3. Lengthen, slide the shoulder blades down. See if you can reach out through the crown a little bit more. Last 2. Good. On that last one, you're not going to go as high. You're just going to go halfway. Hold it there. Pull the belly button in and flipper kicks with the legs. Lengthen out through the legs. If the fuzzies fall off, let them fall off. Last 5, 4. Slide the shoulder blades down. 3, 2, and rest. Catch your breath. So we're going to go ahead and use your hands for support. You're going to go only if you feel safe because there's not that much resistance. Go ahead and put your knees on the box And you're going to go into a lower back stretch. And take deep breaths here. So if you want to use the shoulder rest to help you pull yourself down a little bit more, you can do that. If you feel this in the knees or in the quads, you can hang your feet off of the box in the back so you can go a little deeper into your lower back. And come right up. So now we're going to turn around on the box. Again, if you've got low resistance, just be careful because it may feel wobbly. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab your fuzzies. If you drop them into your well, you're going to go ahead and put these on your feet. And I want you to scoot all the way back so that there's resistance on the straps. So the key for this exercise is having a C curve here. So C curve meaning pelvic bowl. If you watch the fundamental video, you'll understand what pelvic bowl is, which is really curling under using your abdominals, not your tush. Sometimes you got to tuck the tush under to really get a little deeper into the lower abs. And also that bowing, which we've been doing since the beginning. So you're going to pull the ribs in, go into bow, arms are in front of you, relax the shoulders. So make sure you lengthen out through the legs. As you exhale, you're going to pull back. So it's more of this with the legs. But the key is to curl under and bow. If you're curling under and bowing, you're going to feel it in the right spot. If you're not, you're going to feel it in the front or the inner thigh. If you curl under and bow, where do you feel it, Lily? In your tush. Good. So you're pulling back, lengthening out through the legs, pulling the tummy in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. You're going to hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Can you bend the knees and pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep the curl. If you lose the curl, the pelvic bowl and the bow, you're going to switch to another part of the legs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job.